Hey, good morning. It's Tuesday, isn't it? April 28th, and it looks like in California we have 6 more weeks. And I'm not sure what I think about that, but I need to think about the Lord and His kingdom more than this. So today I'm going to talk about a guy named Henry Lyte, L-Y-T-E. He was born in the early 1800s, I believe. I actually didn't look that up, but I know he didn't die old. And I'll tell you when he died later. He was the second son of Thomas and Anna Maria Lyte. His father was not a good guy, ended up abandoning the family. The mom was left destitute with these 2 boys. They moved, and after they moved, the mom died of an illness, and so did the brother. And so here is this young boy, Henry, with nothing. The principal at his school took him in and really treated him like a son, and that was very special, and that gave him a good education. And he ended up being a pastor, serving. He actually married a woman 7 years older, which is kind of interesting. She was a well-off woman, and that is not why he married her. He really loved her. They had 5 children, and he served as a pastor, and they were a wonderful ministry team. And people always talked about their love, how much they loved each other. I don't know how much people talked about that back then, but they did about them, so that's really neat. Well, he was very ill for many years, really since his childhood, with lung problems. And he ended up having to retire early, moving out of the country, away from his family to get some health help in Italy. And he never even made it there. He had to stop in France. And but before this, he had his last sermon. And I wanted to read some of the words of a poem he wrote for that sermon. Abide with me, fast falls the eventide. The darkness deepens. Lord, with me abide. When other helpers fail and comforts flee, help of the helpless, oh, abide with me. He had had many medical treatments that had never helped him. He may very well be talking about those helpers who didn't help. Only the Lord was left for him. Where is death's sting? Where, grave, thy victory? He's saying it's not there because we know the Lord. I triumph still if thou abide with me. That's our triumph. Well, remember I said he had to stop in France? He couldn't even get to Italy. He was so ill. And a nurse that took care of him wrote down some of his last words. They were, "O blessed converse," meaning conversation, "begun on earth to be perfected so soon in paradise. Blessed faith, today piercing through the mist of earth, can't hardly see it. Tomorrow changed to sight, abiding ever with the Lord." I can't imagine saying that on death's door. And then his very last words were peace and joy. I wonder what he saw right then. Let's think about that. Eternity. Even though we have lost a lot with this, but let's think about eternity. Love you guys.